is modesty. It's actually a wonderful name for this gate. It is so significant, so important. It's the gate of extremes. It's the gate of rhythm, or at least part of the channel of rhythm, a design of being in the flow. And the thing to keep in mind about the channel 15.5, this channel of rhythm, is that this is universal as an infrastructure in all life forms. Whether you're looking at the design of a human being, or you're looking at the design of an insect or a reptile or a mammal, if you're looking at the design of a single cell, if you're looking at the nature of a plant, then what you're looking at is the uniform presence of this channel. And there is no other channel that has that kind of presence in all the different forms of life. Well, we're dealing with the 15th gate. In dealing with the 15th gate, we're dealing with a gate of the cross of the vessel of love. It is one of the themes of love, and the potential theme of love in the 15th gate is the love of humanity. But more than anything else, to really grasp the nature of the 15th gate is to understand that it is the opposition to the 10th gate. That is, if you look in the wheel, the 10th gate, the 15th gate, the 25th gate, and the 46th gate, they basically form the corners, if you will, of the wheel. The seasons that we divide the year into are marked through the sun going through these particular hexagrams. And the 15th hexagram is exactly opposite the 10th hexagram in the wheel. Now that's very significant, because if you look at the 10th hexagram is all about the nature of behavior in the world, but it's about individual behavior in the world. The heading to the 15th gate in the Rei Wi Ching states that the quality of behavior which expresses the proper balance between extremes. The 15th gate is also a gate of behavior, but it's a gate of collective behavior. And that you can see that all life forms, right down to the single cell, that what is inherently in common amongst all of them is a collective behavior. A collective behavior that they share, that creates the flow of whatever their process happens to be and distinguishes them from the other. And so this collective behavior, this behavior that has to be shared, this is what one discovers within the nature of the 15th gate. This is an identity gate, that is, it is part of the G center. And that it's so important to see that it is our collective behavior and the correctness of our collective behavior that can guarantee us a successful future. Everything about the logical process in the 15th gate is a logical gate. Everything about the logical process is being able to come up with substantiated theories and formulas that have been experimented with in practice and have proven to be successful for the collective in terms of providing security as they move into the future. And nothing is more important than this, than being able to establish the collective behavior that can make that possible. You can see that throughout the history of humanity's written civilization. If we go back 7,000 or 8,000 years, we will see vast changes have taken place in collective behavior. In other words, the way in which, in the social organization of any community, the way in which the members of the community all act out together. And it is this defining of collective behavior, it is this empowerment through collective behavior that established for us the viability of being able to establish communities, being able to bond together in social organizations, despite the fact that we may have to deal with in the same community with strangers, with those we do not know. Because there is a collective behavior, everyone can find a way to fit into that flow. And in that sense, it opens up the opportunity for integration, assimilation, and many of the other concepts of modern multicultural societies. Civilization, the way in which we deal with each other, all of that has its heart in the 15th gate. And so this gate of modesty, to operate correctly with this gate in your design, is to allow you to have the right behavior within the social context, to be able to have correct collective behavior, and in that way be in the flow.
חמש עשרה. six. Six. ארנק 15. נאהב את כל הצדדים. בקיצוניות. חמש עשרה. בונה בפשטות את השתיקה. שמונה. אין יאנג. אין. חמש עשרה. פרוותי, אלילה ואיתה הפרה ופרה. Malicious smile. She broke every piece of seriousness, shattering off laughter, and the sand. I was once like this. I was once like this, once. And twice, camel. She broke every piece of seriousness. She spread sand over my legs, forcing me to join, forcing me to rejoice. No other way when she and the sea and me. It was her and me and them, and is of sea that I could at last watch all that. She broke every piece of seriousness that was contained in Alal's vase. כן, זה באמת מאוד משעשע לקרוא אנגלית כשאתה לא מבין את כל האנגלית. but שעשוע. XIO, strategy and inner authority. S&A, strategy and authority. S&A, sleeping and alone. Different in fluorescence. Each tree has its truth to tell. Air conditioners were operating inside the house room, and an engine hanging on the side of a building told a story of electricity which I was never able to see. There must be such a truth as well. I know not for what I have been waiting, although the details were known to me. That is another day as such, another chapter as such, which is not always written in Google search page. The park was crossed by a woman with a blue top and a dog tied on red leash. It sat on all fours, comfortably, ignoring the weather, and brought the woman to a halt. One could have the impression she was patient and not in a hurry to drag it to a different place. A minute passed, and despite several gentle pulls, she succumbed to the dog's will. Succumbed. The truth has shown something else now. No fear. Children and parents swinging in the playground. No minus worry in a summer day under the shade of the green trees. The patience of the woman did not seem common in this city minus-like view. She stood beside her dog, which sniffed and licked itself. In search of Google. בחיפוש אחר גוגל. כל הזכויות והחובות. טוב, היום לא יוצא בדיוק ב-15, אבל ב-15 לדצמבר.